I'm going to say something that might seem a little controversial. Thermite is not special. Now before you go downvoting and unsubscribing, let me explain. Thermites, specifically the ones using aluminum, are a tiny fraction of a much broader range of reactions. It turns out that if you make aluminum into a fine enough powder, it'll react with just about anything with an oxygen in it. I have no idea how fine mine is. I bought it years ago. On the bag it says 5U, which suggests the particles are 5 microns, but just looking at it, it's pretty fine. So today, I wanted to show you some of the unique and interesting things besides iron oxide that you can react aluminum powder with. This one is silicon dioxide. I made it by crushing up some quartz crystals that I had lying around. It burns okay, not nearly as spectacular as iron oxide, but a burn is a burn. Next, I mixed it with Plaster of Paris. It reacts very aggressively. So aggressively, in fact, that it blows the powder around and puts itself out. Then I tried boric acid. I don't really know what's going on chemically with a lot of these. I just know that aluminum really wants to be aluminum oxide and will take any oxygen it can get a hold of. Next I tried cornstarch. Carbohydrates have lots of oxygen, so I figured the aluminum would try and steal those as well. And since cornstarch worked, I wanted to try it with flour. The flour was a little more finicky to light, but once it lit, it burned. One neat thing you can do with the flour or cornstarch is add an excess of aluminum, like at least a 3-to-1 ratio. It'll burn once, then after it's done, it'll burn back the other way. When it does this, it burns so much hotter than the first burn. Next, I really wanted to see what the limits are, so I tried mixing it with ashes from the bottom of my grill. Even these ashes reacted with the aluminum. At this point, I was convinced it would react with just about everything, so I dug some dirt out of my backyard and mixed it with the aluminum, and again, it burned. And here it is mixed with nothing. This is just aluminum powder burning in the air. A lot like magnesium or something. And like magnesium, it'll react with water. Before making this video, I tried to find information on any of these reactions. Unfortunately, online discussion about aluminum powder focuses heavily on thermite, making it very difficult to find any information on any of these other reactions. To better describe this family of reactions, I propose introducing a new term, aluminite. This would mean that any mixture of aluminum powder and another powder would be called aluminite. So, flour and aluminum, that would be aluminite. Plaster and aluminum, that would also be aluminite. Aluminum and iron oxide, that would be thermite, but it would also be aluminite. This new term could help distinguish these types of reactions from the more specific context of thermite. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and thanks for watching.